Tonight is the last cold night. And if I get this wrong, I could lose everything I just brought back to life. Hi everyone, it's Tim. Welcome back to my garden. My beautiful summer weather is about to come to a complete halt for about one night. So I am bringing in a lot of stuff and I am going to cover a few palms just because I'm a little nervous. The forecast says 30 degrees, 29 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about -1, -2 Celsius. I am going to err on the side of caution and overdo it a little bit just because I've come this far. I just don't want to have a catastrophe on my hand. So I'm going to do some covering today. You're going to see that. I'm going to do some uncovering tomorrow. You're going to see that. I'm starting seedlings. I am going to be moving everything out of the garage after I get through tonight's bad weather, everything onto the deck. I've got a lot of stuff planned, and I want to look at a few perennials that are a bit tropical that may not have made it through the winter. We're going to take a look at those and see. So it's a lot of stuff this week. So come on, let's get in the garden. It is a beautiful day here in the Hudson Valley. And I am out here because my friend Paula and Anderson gave me some dahlias for Christmas or my birthday. I can't remember. I'm horrible. This is my female Trachycarpus that's up by the house. And lots of seeds. The palms by the pool are starting to go that way. Well, it's time to move things back in again. We have one night of cold. It's not tonight. I just wanted to get ahead of the game, so I took in a few of them. And then tomorrow I'm taking in the rest. And then I have to do some covering of some palm trees out there too. And then after that, we are really home free. It rained all day. Now it's really beautiful out here. Let me go to the glass where you can see better. But it's really, really beautiful out. And but yeah, just one, I think, last night of cold that we're going to have on this beautiful April day. And then hopefully it is over. That is the Newburgh Beacon Bridge going across the Hudson River right there. It's a really pretty bridge. What a gorgeous day. This is my bedroom right now. And it's only going to get worse over the next day as I bring more and more in. But I've got my plumerias all in here coming out of dormancy. My plan is to do as little as possible, but I'm going to put the lights on. I'm going to cover with some tarps. I'm probably going to just put a trash can over my mule palm. I'm doing as little as possible just to get them through the night and hopefully take off the next morning. I am leaving the trachys alone, even though I've got some really nice flowering about to happen, but I've got too many baby trachys anyway, so if that doesn't work, that's fine. This Washingtonia, my problem one, from the snow, I'm gonna put some frost cloth over, but I've got the lights all set up on this one. And I'm kind of loosely doing lights on the pindo. It's not going to get cold enough to worry about the pindo. And also the same for this Washingtonia and that Washingtonia over there. I do know it's overkill, but I'm just doing a quick, very fast covering. So there's my large Washingtonia. There's my wonderful pomegranate. There's my Roebelenii. There's Christmas lights that are set to come on. If I can just keep them warm enough through the night, I'm not messing with my trackies, although if I have time, I may cover up the flowers. I'm gonna move some of these in, not messing with this trachea. And yeah, luckily I had the morning off, so I'm able to do this today. And I'll probably be doing some more stuff tonight, obviously, but busy day. As I am out here covering, I looked at the forecast, and it's not even really dropping below 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 Celsius until about 4 in the morning. And so that means I'm gonna have like 2 hours where it might get into the 20s. So it's not so bad. It's just, I would rather be safe than sorry. So I've got to tack my big Washingtonia now and my other big one up here. And then I'm actually in pretty good shape of the things I want to cover. I'm leaving the Chamaerops alone, and I'm also leaving I cut myself off because I was going to say I'm not covering my Chamaerops, and I wasn't going to cover my Livistona tenacis, but it's so easy to do, I'm just might as well do it, so I'm going to do it. Okay, Livistona's done. That really did not take that long. So, leaving that one out. Such an odd day because it's not really that cold out at all right now. And I'm just like, okay, this is silly, but I get it. It's a cold front's coming in. Hopefully I will wake up in the morning and go, it's not that bad. But I was prepared. Chilean wine palm hybrid is going to be unprotected tonight. I'm not worried about that. The Ponderosa Lemon, I've put the top back on. It's got 2 sides. I'll probably throw some foam board around it. It's still blooming like crazy in here. And I'm going to just take this away tomorrow, hopefully, and leaving the other Chamaerops out tonight. I'm not worried about that either. And the big Washingtonia is covered, so I think I'm in good shape for tonight. That's covered. I should be good. So beautiful sky tonight, but let's hope it doesn't get as cold as predicted. Well, the Weather Channel says it is 26 degrees out here, which I think is like -3 Celsius. It feels a bit cold. I doubt it's as cold here, but you can see there are some lights on that I left on one of the trackies, but everything else has been covered up except for a few things. And now it's beautiful, and I have to uncover everything I did yesterday. But the nice thing is, if I get time, which I don't think I'm gonna have time today, I can start uncovering the bananas and see where they are. Who knows after this winter, but that's going to be the big challenge. But yes, now to uncover. But at least the sun is out. It's above freezing now, and a beautiful day, no clouds. On my big Washingtonia, I just did a tarp with the lights, and I'm hoping that it looks semi-decent up here. And yeah, I think we're fine. That would not work for more than a couple of nights like that, but luckily this was a pretty short one. Now my Washingtonia robusta up by the house, next to the non-hardy pomegranate, wonderful, which made it through the night just fine. I covered it. The Roebelenii, I did tarp and frost cloth, so I can't do this with one hand. I have to turn this off for a second. And Roebelenii is fine. Those outer fronds I need to chop off, but they were like that before. I do think this is the coldest the Roebelenii has ever been outside of its box for the winter. But with all that protection, it was fine. This Phoenix Cerifera is very easy because I just put the whole box because it's so lightweight with the PVC and foam board over it. Had the lights on, no problem at all. Was not worried about this. Livistona chinesis. I did no lights. I could have, but I just thought it'll be fine. As I am out here uncovering things, it's way above freezing. In fact, it's like really pleasant right now, but I just want to show you how cold it was last night. There's still ice from rain. This is on top of my Musa Basjoo here, which I need to uncover. But yeah, there's still ice out here. That's how cold it was. This Washingtonia robusta made it just fine. So happy about that. I've got so many tarps to put away. It's always something, rather than doing the things I should be doing, like weeding and fixing the solar pool heater and all those fun things. But so beautiful out. I really can't complain when it's this nice today. I was chatting with one of my friends, a non-gardening person, and he said, this is just too much work. How can you enjoy it? But as I tell my kids that skate, the enjoyment is in the work. It's not the outcome. It's the everyday. If you don't enjoy the everyday, you're not going to enjoy it at all. If this was only for the outcome, that would be no fun.
I have a confession. I can't get through the day without my river gin. It's okay. It's river gin. It's acceptable, but only when it's river gin.
For when the day feels a little longer.
My field is growing like crazy because the landscape company that just mows my lawn, that's all I do, after 10 years of working with them, they just stopped returning my phone calls this spring. How can you be in business with someone for 10 years and then just suddenly go silent? Those kind of things just drive me crazy. It's like, I feel like we had a relationship and nothing now. So my lawn is like a no-mow April. Paw Paws, well, Paw Paw flowers. So if you don't know what a Paw Paw is, it's not the Australian Paw Paw. This is the North American Paw Paw. It's native to the United States. It has this really amazing fruit that tastes like banana custard. And unfortunately, the seeds are really big and they're trying to develop something that has less seeds. But I've got several trees out here. I love them. They're pretty amazing. And I love that it's a native tree that tastes very, very tropical. And while I'm out here, apple tree is blooming beautifully. And hopefully the cold last night did not do it in. It looks pretty good so far. I was a little worried about that, but I can't. I've got enough trouble without trying to cover tropicals. The orchards near here actually have big, gigantic fans, and they build fires if there is a late frost cold like this out and blow all the heat around to raise it a couple of temperatures.
I am very excited to announce that my lotus plants that I grew from seeds have come back. They were dormant in my bedroom closet all winter long and did nothing, and now I see green. And I really want to put them outside, but I think it has to be much warmer at night before I can do that. But hopefully I can get them to flower at some point.
I am slowly getting everything back outside now that the weather has turned decent, even though it's not very sunny today. I still have so many foam boards to move into the garage. It's very hard to believe, but I've had this Trachycarpus now 7 years. I found the photos of it going in, and it is about to bloom. But it has grown a lot since I got it. For some reason, it is growing a little slower than the other two by the pool. They are growing much, much faster than this one, but it's still doing great. I have potatoes coming up. Lots of little seedlings. They will have to be transferred down to my raised beds. Baby hardy pomegranates right here that I overwintered the seed in the refrigerator, and they have sprouted and come up. I have butternut squash and cantaloupe all coming up. And I have seeds on a heat mat here. Hopefully they will start growing soon. One of the YouTube channels, Palm Daddy, was watching this and said, Tim, I don't know if your Chamaerops is a Cerifera because it's looking a little too green. And I agree with him, but it used to look really, really silver. In fact, I thought there was something wrong with it. But I did some research and I found out if it's not in the best conditions, which New York obviously is not, that it will turn more green and look like a normal Chamaerops humilis. So, Palm Daddy, thanks for pointing that out, and I learned something new, but hopefully the silver will come back. There's a little bit in here. I am worried about my Crape Myrtles. This is one Chris gave me last year, and I was so excited to get it, but I didn't realize how bad the winter was going to be, and they really are a zone 7 and above plant, and I'm zone 6B. My Magnolia Ashy and my other magnolia that I can't remember the name, that have big gigantic tropical flowers, all look like they survived just fine. I did not buy this funky little electronic thing that's supposed to send out some sound that humans can't hear but that deer hate. Like I said, I did not buy it because I've spent more money than anyone knows on trying to keep deer away, and I finally found a deer fence is the best thing. And tropicals. Most tropicals deers do not like. That's how I got into tropical plants. But we will see. Maybe I will be proven wrong, and if the deer stay out of this area, I will be very happy. Here are just a few of my other Crape Myrtles that Paul and Andrew gave me, and we will see if they come back. I'm a little worried. Everything in here must go out so that all of my palm structures may go in. And I would love to say it's just this space here, but wait, there's more. More and more and more. Luckily the fish are outside, but yes, I've got more plants along here to go in outside as well. And then I have to find places for them because I just can't throw plants away. Last year I talked about how I get alocasia coming up all over the place from seed. And here's a perfect example. I would not have planted this in this lemon tree's pot, but there it is coming up. It came up this winter. The koi are very happy right now. And it's been cold for a couple days, so now that it's nice and warm out, they seem much more active and are running around all over the place on this very beautiful day here. A little bit of progress so far, and moving some of the structures inside. As I am doing this, I'm looking down in the cracks of my brick, and I can see shiso coming up, which is all over the place, and it self-seeds, as you can see here too. And it comes up in new places every year. So yeah, some could say it's a little bit invasive, but I love it. You might remember that I had some Musa Basjoo around the pool, which I did not love because it never grew very tall. So I dug it up and overwintered it in the garage. They all look great. Musa Basjoo does really well inside, by the way, if you have to bring it in. But it is now going to go somewhere permanently out here, but it just needs to get used to the sun.
You know that famous gardener Tim is doing a question and answer show tonight? You should call in and get some advice.
I love Tim.
Yeah, thought so.
Now that the weather crisis is finally over, We signed Tim up for a charitable garden helpline for 1 hour. I'm worried how this will go.
Tim is not good talking to normal people, so we are anxious to see how this turns out.
I'm giving 1 hour of my very busy spring to help the poor, unfortunate gardeners out there in the world. I'm a giver.
Hi, it's Tim, and I'm here to solve all your garden issues.
Hi, Tim. I'm a big fan. I was thinking of planting hostas. Are they in the banana family?
You have no business owning a plant. Next!
Hi, this is Jake. I have a beautiful garden in Virginia. I was thinking of adding just one palm tree, no more, because it would be too much work.
One palm tree? Too much work? Have you watched my award-winning videos? Buy an African violet.
Hello, my name is Andrew, and I am passionate about plastic plants and flowers. I think plastic is everything in the garden.
Plastic! Plastic! Get off my phone immediately!
No. All right, breathe. We're calm, we're serene, we're fine.
Timmy, Bunny Bixler here from Greenwich. We have so many mutual friends, so many stories to tell. So, if my people call your people, can we talk tropicals?
Bunny Bixler, you sound delightful and just the kind of smart gardener I would like to have a martini with. I will tell my staff to expect your people to call.
Hi, Tim. I just get so stressed out about my baby palm trees, I can barely function. At recess, I was having a panic attack yesterday thinking about the palm trees.
I can so relate to this, and it's such an easy solve. A strong martini before gardening, while gardening, and especially after gardening.
Hi, Tim. I love your channel so much. And I love palm trees, like my beautiful ponytailed palm. How much should I fertilize it?
Okay. Although I really like the look, I have to stop you right there. That is not a palm tree. I will call you later about an intervention.
Tim, I need help. My agent wants me to star in a movie where I'm a mole, but I really want to play Bert in the West End production of Mary Poppins.
Eddie, you are a star now. You can do both. I can't wait to see the mole costume. And let your staff deal with the garden.
Your hour is up. Did you survive helping the poor gardeners of the world?
I help so many people. You know, it feels good to give back. We should do this again in a couple of years.